Hello again. Things look much better on this end. Thank God. I tell you. All right, yeah. Things look a lot better than they did. Very nice. Okay, so where were we? We're in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021 is where we are, and I'm stoked about it. So, yeah, I'm at level 8, which means I unlocked the Junkyard. You guys want to go to the Junkyard? I'm going to check that out. I'm going to head that way. Open up our little map here and head to the Junkyard. Not that we could really buy a whole lot of things, just because we're pretty broke compared to 2018. I'd love to do a Toyota MR2. There's not one in here yet. I would love to, though. Not that I'm aware of yet, but I'm sure the modders are working on it. I've got a This is Pain has become a friend of mine. He's a great modder. Does a lot of the mods that I've done. He is already on it, I believe, from what I understand. So this is the new Junkyard. And here we have some sort of BMW knockoff thing. FMW. How about that? Panther Mark 1. So this is the new layout. This kind of like tells you more information than the other one did, for sure. And there is a place where, is it in this area? I'm still getting used to the new layout of everything. There's a place where it shows you swap options and all that stuff. This one must not have it. Yeah, I'm not totally sure about this one. There was one that I saw that had a lot of swap options. But yeah, this is kind of, you know, you see what it is. It's like a BMW. Up here, we have what looks to be a Lincoln Continental. Oh, man, I wish we had more money. What do they want for this thing? They call it a Zephyr L series. Sorry, guys. Oh, here it is. Swap options down here, down in the lower left. I'm trying to... Thomas St. Clair, thank you. I'm trying to look over at the chat and also play the game as well. Kind of tricky. I'm still getting used to that. I'm still getting used to how that works. But yeah, down here is the swap options. This one has a lot of them. I think it gives a rundown. Like, this isn't too bad. This one really isn't horrible. Parts value, body value. This is the new breakdown too. I wish, and I know a lot of people wish, that there was a way to haggle prices, but there's not. They want $8,329 for this car. I've got $10,900. Not going to be able to afford just yet restoring the stuff. So we're still grinding, but I'm showing you, you know, giving you guys a lay of the land of the new Junkyard. Oh, this is cool. The Salem 1500 looks like supposed to be a Ford F100. Down here, yeah, swap options, none. So it shows you a picture of what you're working with there. And they want $6,854. Still not going to be able to make a lot of money, but look at these graphics. I love what they've done with this. This actually feels like a Junkyard, more so than the other one. Mickey, I will do an MR2 as soon as I can. As soon as I can find one. That's been a car that I've always liked, personally. I had a friend of mine, funny story, I had a friend of mine that knew a guy that had a Toyota MR2 that had 760 horsepower in an MR2. The thing was insane. I took a ride in it once, and I was deathly afraid of it after that. Didn't want to ride in it again because the guy was a nut. So this is Right here, we've got a Ribson Starline. You guys know what this is. What they're making it out to be. But yeah, we do have inline 6 BU2 turbo. Okay, inline 6 non-turbo, inline 6 turbo. We're still getting used to this together. What was the price on that? $7,893. Again, I wish I had more money. Steve Goon, thank you so much, dude. You're awesome. Yeah, look at those taillights. You know what that's supposed to be. And it's much bigger, much more expansive than the old Junkyard. And I imagine the more I play, the more cars will show up. Especially the more DLC that I buy. Here's another. Well, no, this is a different one. This is the Luxor Baron. How fancy. Fancy, fancy. 9,500. Sadly, yeah, we're not going to be able to use or be able to buy any of these things. Everything's sounding good out there, guys? Making sure, because it's been a rocky road trying. Oh, look at that. And we have no money. I wish. So this is obviously a knockoff of a Nissan 350. Which is funny, because we have the Nissan DLC. Just put the Nissan in there. I'd take that over the knockoff. And then that's like a Chrysler 300. You can tell that. Everybody can tell that from the profile. LX550, they call it. Sound is good. Awesome. So, yeah, there's some nooks and crannies, and obviously you can search through just like the other one and find some things. Which could be handy for us at this point in the game. It really does feel like a junkyard now. Especially these cars. If you ever been to a pick and pull, which I have to get like parts off of cars, they give you these carts. And then you take them through the office there, and then you pay for your parts, and then you leave. Head back to the garage. But that's a good look at the junkyard there. Jonah, I will be your best friend, bestest friend of all friends. Jack, are you talking about the Bolt? Man, they fly through this road. What was the name of that car? The Bolt something or other for your body part that you're talking about? Because I had that issue. I do have DLC installed. I have the Nissan DLC and the electric car DLC. Midnight Rider, thank you. You love my videos. I love your comments. I love you for being here. You haven't missed much of anything, actually. I went live, and then it was being stupid on my end, and I had to cut the stream and go again. And then so far, so good. And now I probably just jinxed myself. Have you figured out how to use the stream? I'm working on it every day. I use your videos to fall asleep. Your voice content is so relaxing, and that's the point. This is a chill, laid back type of thing. That's what it's all about. Sorry, guys. I'm just reading too many comments. I should probably get to work and start getting some of that XP to get to level 10, because I think what unlocks at level 10... Let me double check. So, level 10 will get us... I believe you have to be level 10 too. Oh, there's no requirements. What was it that level 10 unlocks? Was it the... Oh, man. Not the jet. Oh, like car auctions, car salons, stuff like that. We have to be... Maybe it'll tell us here. Yeah, there we go. Car auctions, level 15, which I've never really cared about. Barns, that's what I wanted. Barn finds. I wanted to get to barn finds. So I'm close, level 8. So basically we just have to do some work. Guys, sorry, I can't watch the... I wish I could watch the chat the whole time. Is it a story mission? Well, let's go with the story car then. Yeah, we'll make it a story mission right there. Which is pretty much a Ford. Oh man, this thing. And I don't have, sadly I don't have, oh man, that bumper's missing and everything. Don't have the car wash yet. Move this car on into car lifter A. What's up, E-Man? I see you there. But what we can do is run it through some diagnostics. There is a sandbox mode, Caden. This thing's not too bad. When plugged in. Let's check the compression. Not too bad. Actually, I'm pretty happy with some of these results coming in. What's nice is with the new game on the left-hand side, you can see as it comes in like that. The alternator is pretty rough shape, but everything else is in the green. Looks like somebody just must have had an accident in this thing. Wyatt, thanks so much for checking out my other channels. Oh, Mount Castle, you haven't missed hardly anything at all. Other than technical difficulties. We're just getting going here, really. What it is. Alternator is a little rough. Probably below the standard they want. Let's do a fuel pressure system test here. Everything's looking decent. That noise is annoying. Gets a little old after a while. And then what was the... we already did our... Did we do our multimeter? Yeah, I think we did. See, that's the thing. I'm paying too much attention to the chat, back and forth. How's my day been, Midnight Rider? It's been great. How's yours? Mickey Mouse, you fall asleep to every one of my videos. I love that because then hopefully the next video plays. And then while you're sleeping, I'm getting ad revenue. That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, that's where we found out the alternator needed some work. No big deal. All right. Colin Rebsum. Give a shout out to Make It Last Garage. You like the sandbox mode more? I don't want to play sandbox mode because I feel like it would ruin it for me. I love the grinding. I love just getting by tooth and nail for a long time and then it start paying off big time with some really cool cars. I know I could probably go sandbox mode and do an R34 and get a ton of views right off the bat, but that's not what I'm about. I don't want to do that. You know, financially it would make sense, but it would ruin the game for me, and this is one of my favorite games, so I'm not going to do that. Let's go into inspection mode here. See what we can come up with. This is going to take a little bit because there's like 17 points of inspection, which is cool. My voice is like a lullaby to Paul. What's my thoughts on this game, Midnight Rider? I love it. I do. I would, and I can guarantee I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't. Yeah, this car is a little bit of a basket case, but what game mode am I in? I'm in normal. Expert, I tried it. It's not enjoyable. Like they got some tweaks they need to do to it. You have to position things just right. It has to. It's not something I enjoyed. I tried it. I gave it my best. Again, I'm a guy that restores cars and stuff in real life, and expert's not exactly a great representative of how an expert mechanic, you know, how it works. Like, I don't know. The enjoyable part of it to me is on normal. Why? If you try it on expert, you'll see. Yeah, I do need to wash the car. I don't have the car wash yet. That costs a lot of money. Yeah, sandbox would be better for the DLC. We're just getting a good lay of the land for this car, and let's get the drive shaft there. Okay. So guys, sorry I'm not going to be as attentive to the chat because now I have to go into list mode and figure out what is missing, what's going on, what do they want. The story is, hey, don't ask me what happened to my car. I wanted to impress this one girl, and I think I might have crossed some big bushes, holes, and stones, and I probably passed a cactus on the way, or perhaps even two. Please spare me the reprimand as to the purpose of this car while you're at it. Check the fluid level with this amount of sand. I was quickly out of wiper fluid. I think that's the least of this guy's worries. It was worth it all, I will say. Let me know. And it said something at the end. Let me know something. We do have a list of things. Part not discovered. Fixed body parts. We got... Jeez, what did this guy do? Wow. Refill windscreen fluid. Well, again, least of his problems. So, alternator, front exhaust section. Let's go ahead and highlight these. Make it a little bit easier for grinding purposes. We won't be doing that in the later videos, the videos that actually edit and produce and upload. But we will for now. There's a tire missing, wheel and tire combo missing. Is that the missing part? It must be. Maybe? I don't know. Interesting. We'll go ahead and get rid of this front exhaust section. That oil pan looks terrible. Move that on over to car lift A. Oh, the oil looks good. It's not dirty. Yeah, blinker fluid would fix it all. I hear good things. It's hard to come by though. So we can get the oil pan out of here. Something's going on here. Oh, it looks decent up in there. Had our inspection of all this. Yeah, that all looks good. Up. But the alternator still needs attention. And duct tape, indeed. Where's the... Oh, there. It's right in front of my face. We gotta get rid of that idler. Then we can hopefully get rid of this belt. Nope. What's keeping that on? Oh, there we go. Just a bad angle. That radiator looks shot. Gonna go ahead and pull that now. Oh, must have a fan. Yep, there it is. Fan housing. Oh, wait. Not gonna pull the radiator until I... Yes, this is what I'm getting used to. What links would I go to get my high school RX-7 back? Oh man. Many. It went to a guy in Chicago. I know it went there. Sold it to the guy, and watched it drive away on a trailer. Heartbroken, myself being heartbroken. What links would I go to get it back? Ooh. That would be nice. I would prefer, I don't know. The RX-7 was great, but I've actually kind of been shopping in an FD RX-7 now. So I'd probably go with the FD over the FC, but my first car, I'd love to get that back. My very first car was a 1967 Mustang Coupe, and I know the coupes aren't very cool or popular, but it was a 67 Ford Mustang Coupe, and it was just my first car, and I loved it. That went to a guy in Iowa. Why did I just put that in there? Because I was talking. I was just rambling. God. This is the problem. The whole point was I was going to take the radiator out. But I have fun with the comments, so that's cool. All right. Got that out of there. Now we can pull the radiator. Because that thing looks shot. Canman likes the coupes. I do too. Everybody said, hey, you should have got a fastback. Well, I couldn't afford a fastback. So. My friend's 67 Mustang is his first car, Bullet Green. Mine was Bullet Green Metallic. It was Forest Green Metallic is what it was called. But yeah, it looked kind of like Bullet, but it was a coupe. Dragon Slayer, you live in Iowa. Where in Iowa do you live? Or am I doxing? I don't want to dox you. Central, wherever. Thomas St. Clair, your mom's a rock star. That's awesome. See, this is the problem. I like talking to you guys. I like reading the comments. So I stopped working. This is kind of one of those game or the simulators or whatever that you kind of have to focus. Northwest part. I bought a 1961 Ford F100 unibody, the truck that I restored, my shop truck, in Lamars, Iowa. I don't know if that's far from you. Orange City, Lamars. In between Orange City and Lamars. Somewhere in there. It's quite a drive. But it was worth it. It's a good truck. So far, it's been a good truck. We don't have the repair bench just yet. So I have to... Very close to Minnesota. What is the FD and RX-7? That's the third generation, 1993 to 90. For the U.S., 93 to 96 or 5. Maybe you guys know that. That's like 45 minutes away from me. Okay, yeah. I've been up in there. It's been there before. Okay. So far, let's check the status. Okay, we already knew we needed the radiator. Medium intercooler. So that's just missing. Front exhaust section we already took care of. Yeah, the rim. There we go. 2 rims are bad. Serpentine belt. Sport tire. So we got to get that serpentine belt. Oh, we already got it off, didn't we? Or did we? We got one of them off. Yeah, serpentine belt's off. So let's replace. Let's go to our inventory here. And this is the nice thing. I can just... Again, you could always right-click this stuff, but it makes it a lot easier. And you can go right into the shop, and then open this up, and click it, and it brings you right to it. I love that feature. It should have been in 2018. Should be in all. And then we could just clear that out. Alternator. That's one thing that's a little bit annoying. Electronics. They put like spark plugs and alternator over here. I mean, I guess it is what it is. But it makes you jump through a couple more hoops. I don't need 2 alternators. Yeah, the rest of this is going to be over in... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Still getting used to the UI. Over here. Serpentine belt B. And that's the nice thing. Especially with serpentine belts. That was such a pain to dig through all the serpentine belts. Buy that part. Get rid of that. Front exhaust section. Get that all taken care of. Oh, we didn't clear out the... I always want to try to clear this out because then it confuses me when I add a bunch more stuff and I don't remember if I cleared it out or not. So we can go ahead and put the new radiator back in. Then I can put the fluid in. That would make a lot more sense to go about it that way. There we go. Put on the new alternator. Figure that's what I'll do. I'll just play for a while and then check chat. Play for a while and check chat. I don't necessarily want you guys to do super chat. Just because, I don't know, I feel guilty about it. I feel weird and wrong about it. That's out of your pocket, and I don't like that. If it's from ad revenue, that's one thing. But if it's out of your pocket, I'm not into that. But if you want to, I guess that's whoever's prerogative. But again, play for a while, check chat. Play for a while, check chat. We'll just do that. Okay, got the coolant taken care of. He already wanted the reservoir, the wind shield fluid drain and replace. So we might as well, since we're right here doing this work, take care of that. I'm definitely going to be playing CMS 2018. I've got a new video coming out day or two, pretty soon, of a really cool car I found in the junkyard. I was really excited about it. Had a lot of fun doing that. All right, let's check status. So we got that taken care of. The medium intercooler we still need. Let's go ahead and grab that real quick. There it is. What is my processor on this computer? It is an i7, one of the latest generations. Are you going to do Toyota MR2 and CMS 18? I would love to do a Toyota MR2. I'm looking for one. How do you E? That I don't know. Is that something? I must not be hip to that. Is this a GW 500 story mission? I just finished that car. G. Salem. Yeah, that's the one. That's what I'm on. What level are you at? I'm still working because there's some people that are on the GW 500 that are higher than me. I'm looking for a first car. Any recommendation? Do you want something cool or something reliable? Because those are two very different things. Not a BMW. Yes, there you go. That would be very good. Crusty. Thank you, bud. I don't have the car wash yet. I'm working on it. We might get it tonight. It's like 11 o'clock here in Texas. Where in Texas, Thomas? Where in Tejas? I am from the great state of Texas. E-man, you ain't got to do that. Don't reach in your pocket, brother. But I love you for it. But you ain't got to do that. I'm just here to have fun with you guys. Very much appreciated, as I'm sure you know. Something cool and classic that's reliable. Anna, I'm from Sherman. We were just down the road from each other, brother. Something cool and classic that's reliable, but also reliable. A Toyota 4Runner. Like some of the 90s ones, those are really cool. And they'll still, I mean, they'll get 400,000 miles. I've worked on a few, and they are just, they're like a precision watch. Perfectly built, I must say. The car wash is $17.50. Yeah, see, I'm trying to save my money. Is the car wash really worth it? Watching from the Philippines. I had a good friend from the Philippines. Manila. She was from Manila. Yeah, this thing needs a car wash. That's for sure. Mount Castle Garage. You ain't got to do that, brother. You ain't got to reach in your pocket like that. I truly appreciate it, though. I really, really do. I hope you know that. Yeah, Justin knows. He had a 95 4Runner. Regret selling it. Those things are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. John, you're procrastinating on your chemistry homework to watch this. I loved chemistry. That was a fun subject for me. I hated statistics. Man, I hated statistics. It almost kept me from getting my college degree. I had to go get tutoring and everything because I just can't do numbers in my brain the way that statistics was. Okay, where were we? Man. Okay, we were talking about the medium intercooler. What is that? Where does that even go? I see now. Okay, there we are. Oh, underneath the car on the left. Mount Castle Garage. I truly appreciate it. Again, you ain't got to reach in your pocket like that. But it is appreciated. Oh, not body. Just the... There we go. Parts. Again, still getting used to this UI. It is great. It is an improvement. It's not like totally new, but new to me. There, we can get our oil pan on. Mickey, I'm kind of boring to hang out with, really, because the whole time I just talk about cars and stuff. Unless you like talking about that stuff, then. Yeah, there you go. That is the best. Yes, my grandpa has a mechanic shop, and he's always talking to someone and not working. That is exactly how it works. That is exactly how it works. Because some of you know that I restore classic cars, and people show up. You know, I have friends that show up, and I just end up BSing with them more than I work. So it looks like we've got a bad steering rack here, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull this outer tie rod. I don't know if it was on the list, but I can see it sticking out like a sore thumb. That thing is bad. Grab that outer tie rod. Get that steering rack out of there. I'd like to be able to have the workbench. Maybe we'll do that tonight. Check our inventory on that steering rack. It's 28%. What did they want on this build or on this repair? They're looking at 89. So that's way off the mark. So we will need one of those. So that would mean that rim's shot too. Oh, jeez. What did this guy do to this thing? I don't know why I went over here. I've already got the tablet. We'll just go one part at a time. Actually, what I should do, thinking out loud here, get that back in there. The new one in. Do a full once over we got that and that. As well as that and that. Okay. We've got a good understanding of what's going on here. Somebody was just being stupid. Showing off. Ended up messing their nice car up. So we need the rim, GW 500, and sport tires. It's not giving us a size. Steering rack's taken care of. Yeah, the body parts we'll get to. So, I guess what we'll do is pull one off. Get an idea of what we're working with here for size. It'd be nice if it told you what size we needed. Hey, I was wondering what could be an issue with my 2001 Dodge Dakota. And I've been consistently having issues with my driver's side front brake sticking. And I've already replaced a lot of stuff. Sticking? Have you replaced the calipers? And if you have, did you do a full brake bleed and everything? No air in the system. I'm going to separate these parts to be able to get... Probably would have been able to read that. Otherwise, gonna have to rebalance. No big deal. Take those. Check out our inventory. So it's a 235 by 35 R19. Yeah, you can still read that when they're together. So that's good to know. 235 35 R19. Is that standard tire, by the way? Sport tire. Have to double check just to be sure. 35. There it is. 235. 35. 19. Okay, now we can put our tires together. Good night, Mickey Mouse. Oh, was it 245? Oh, man. 235, 235, 235. 235, 19s. Oh, I don't have the rims. Rim GW 500. That would be why. Suddenly it all makes sense. Now, I haven't even bought rims yet. Tires and tires. Oh, rims. Right there. GW. There it is. Need 2 of these bad boys and 19. What is my favorite American car? Any type? Oh, man. Way too many to choose from. Classic, new, anything. Oh, that would be hard. Wouldn't be able to put my finger on that. Modern? I'm impressed by the C8 Corvette. For the price, I mean, it's cheaper than a pickup. For a mid-engine rocket. I mean, it's not overly horsepower. You know, it's what, 500 horsepower? But still, that's a blast. You can have a lot of fun with that. But generally, I'm not a GM guy. But the Corvette is hard to deny. This is the cool mini game. Used to be you just set it on there and just watch it spin, but now you do this little mini game to balance out the tires. It's pretty cool. Now we can put everything back. Put this tire back at least. Still wondering what this guy did to this car. My favorite German or Italian car. Italian car that's, ooh. I love the BMW 2002. I always thought that was cool. The late 70s, mid to late 70s BMW 2002. I thought that was cool. I don't know if that's my favorite, but I really like it. Oh yeah, we still got these tie rods to work with. 91%, that's good. Italian car, that's tough. I mean, I always grew up. There was a movie called Speed Zone when I was a kid that I loved. That had a Lamborghini in it. So I guess maybe I don't know. I don't really have favorites. I love them all. You know what I mean? It's tough. Yeah, the new GT500 Mustang is nuts. That would be a blessing to own. Yeah, I don't hate BMWs, but I've never had real good luck with them. Like, just to be able to, you know, because when you know a lot about cars, you're fixing all your friends' cars that don't know about cars. And a lot of the BMWs that I came across were just beautiful cars. They drove great. I loved them. I owned an Audi for a while. It's not a BMW, but it's a German car. They all kind of suffer from the same kind of electronic bugs that can be just absolutely exhausting. And you can search and search and search and search for all these issues, and it keeps coming up with new ones. So we got all this taken care of. Now onto the body parts. I'm going to leave you guys for a moment for a bio break to look at this disgusting turd that needs to be washed. And maybe I'll grab the car wash to be able to do just that. I'll be right back. What's my opinion on Datsun? I love Datsun. Love Datsun. I'd love to have a 510 wagon. I was bidding on a 510 wagon and I missed out just barely. That's a long story. Oh, I do love Datsun. 240s are great too. Datsuns are fantastic. Okay, I'll be right back. Bio break. Yep, needed to make pee-pee. You're right, Nicholas. Everybody needs to make pee-pee. And that's for the body. Front bumper. Front left fender. Front license plate. Front right fender. Hood. Left headlight. Left side mirror. Right headlight. Right side mirror. Windshield. Supposed to ask if you ate Bob's Drive-In and... You mean Lamar's, Iowa? I like the R35. I like the R38 too. I like them all. You can't go wrong. In my opinion. Bob's Drive-In. That sounds familiar. I might have actually. So this was the, again, Salem GW500. GW500. There it is. You need that front bumper. It said windshield. Oh, hood, it said. The mirrors. Left side mirror. Right side mirror. Yes, Nicholas, definitely doing CMS 18. I got a CMS 18 video coming out next week, or later this week, or next week, or maybe over the weekend. What's my opinion on Aussie built Fords? Love them. That 6-cylinder. What's the name of that 6-cylinder that you guys have? Oh man. That's the next best thing to the 2JZ. They're all the rage over here now. I'm guessing we need headlights too. You guys, oh, I know the name of that engine. It's on the tip of my tongue, too. Maybe you guys could help me out on that. And I know we needed a windshield. I don't think I got everything, but I got enough to get started here. Let's take this crappy hood off. That windshield is obviously shot. The Barra, thank you. Yes. The Barra, yeah. That's what I was talking about. Those things are insane. Holden's, fantastic. I love that Australia still has the Falcon. Or do you still have the Falcon? I know the Falcon was still going a couple years ago. But the modern Falcon that you guys have in Australia is gorgeous. God, it's gorgeous. I wish we could get it. I love 69 Dodge Chargers. Right front fender, that's what we forgot. I love all cars. Front right fender. And there she is. You have a 69 Charger, nice. Or you have a... Wait, or do you have a Falcon? Who am I talking? It's hard. I keep going back and forth from the chat. Zane said 69. Kenny. Kenny, what do you have? If it's a Falcon, I'm jealous. Aussie Falcon. What cars in real life do I have right now? I don't have anything JDM or modern right now. I'm on a classic car kick right now. My 1961 Ford F100 unibody short bed pickup a 1962 unibody short bed pickup, a 1966 Ford Mustang ragtop convertible. Same thing, ragtop or convertible. A 1931 Ford 5-window Model A coupe. And then I bought a 2008 Crown Victoria Police Interceptor to pull the body off and do something fun with. I don't know. It's sitting at the driveway. It's been sitting there for a year. As of yesterday, it's just been sitting there. But yeah, if you want to, if either you don't believe me or you want to see all that stuff, you can check out my second channel where I build these cars in real life. Yeah, the Model A, 31 Model A 5-window coupe is my darling. That's a car I've always wanted to build up, and so finally got that. Oh, there's the mirror we need. And I think there was one for the other side. Oh, that one still has one, but I think is it in bad shape? Let's pop that off. I know I bought one anyways. Throw that on there. You have a 65 Mustang hardtop? Cool. Again, I don't know if you were here when I talked about my first car. It was a 67 Ford Mustang coupe. Or were you the one that replied on that? What's my dream car? I have many. Off the top of my head, FDR7, 31 5-window Model A coupe. Oh, I never got into the hypercar stuff. Man, that's a good. It changes every day. I love all cars. I love JDM cars. I love American cars. I love classic cars. I love modern cars. I just love cars. They're fantastic. What's my second channel? It's River City. Yeah, I've had 3 2008 Crown Victorias. Those things are bulletproof. That you can just beat them as hard as you want, and they just keep coming back for more. Yeah, just search River City on YouTube, and that's you'll see all the. I'm currently restoring and building I'm taking a 1962 Ford F100 unibody pickup short bed and putting it on the chassis and running gear of a 2008 Crown Victoria Police Interceptor, so it will look like a 1962 pickup, but it runs and drives and handles like a 2008 Police Interceptor. So it looks old, but it drives modern. It has cruise control, AC, and all that stuff. I've already done it once on my personal 1961 F100 unibody, which I use as my shop truck to haul parts back and forth. I should get back to work on this car, by the way. I just love talking to you guys in the chat. Basically, I have too many cars. Most of them are front license plate, front left fender. Most of them are projects, and they're taking up a lot of room. But I will get to them. That is the famous last words, right? I will get to them. Oh yeah, front license plate. Again, I don't want to seem like I'm bragging or anything. All these cars are in rough shape. That's what I do. Is it's not like they're all nice. My 61 F100 is fully restored, but I restored it. The rest of them are just projects. The 61 F100 that I restored, I pulled out of a farmer's field in Lamar's, Iowa, outside of Lamar's, Iowa, and restored myself. I couldn't afford to buy one restored, so I just restored it myself. And that's what that YouTube channel is about, is for guys that don't necessarily know how to do that. I didn't necessarily know how to do that. I just went in with, jumped in with both feet and started restoring it and figured out how to do it. YouTube teaches you a lot of things. I learned a lot off YouTube. What state do we want to do? First car that I drove. I was sitting in the lap of I was sitting in my dad's lap in a 1991 F-150 5-speed or manual, they call it. And drove that. Well, I would turn the steering wheel while we drove down the road. Sitting in his lap as a little kid. Montana, I love it. Justin, Montana, we're doing it. Should we buy? Yeah, we should have bought one front and back. Do you live in Montana, Justin? Oh, Dragon Slayer, Iowa. Because I was in Billings not that long ago. Love Montana. Oh, Ford Pantera di Tomano. I can never say that right. Tomas, yeah, you know, that's a good car. I love that. That's what the DeLorean should have been. What a nice big V8. I don't mean to hate on the DeLorean. All right, so let's see. We got that, and other tasks done. This thing is out the door. Oh, except if I put oil in it, that would help. Living in Texas. Can't go wrong with that. Go up to Sherman and get some La Mesa. That's the best Mexican restaurant in the state of Texas. And trust me, I have been to a lot of Mexican restaurants in Texas. Go to La Mesa in Sherman, Texas. Thank me later. All right, this car is done. Let's actually, I want to go check just to see how much the car wash is. 1,750, and we've got some money. We're gonna get some decent money out of this. Might as well just grab it. Can we send the car? Yeah, we can just send it over there. So now we have it. I mean, it's not like it was super expensive. Yeah, let's do the interior detail. Well, how about that? I wonder if this I wonder if this gives a bonus. Yes, let's wash the car. Yeah, Justin, get up to La Mesa. Man, that's a total difference right there. I wish we could paint. I need the paint booth now. Okay, so that car's done and delivered. Out of here. And we made good money on that one. That worked. I wish the money, the profit hung a little longer than it does. It used to in the old one. Well, I wonder what this bus is all about. I'm not going to complain. I mean, I got a lift. That's all I need. The Rib Sand Starline. I wonder what that's supposed to be. What we got here? The Super. Let's do a creeper van. I want to do a creeper van. Why not, right? Look at this thing. Can we take it around the racetrack? Ah, the engine can't be started. We're totally taking this thing around the racetrack though. Once we get it started. Yeah, let's move this into lifter A. Yeah, sorry guys. I skipped over a Skyline to a creeper van. The truth be told, I'm going to do that Skyline on a actual upload, an edited upload. The creeper van, this is going to be fun for us. Let's check out what we got under here. Oh, it doesn't look terrible. There's probably not going to be an OBD2 port. Nope. Didn't think there would be. But always check. Might as well, right? Said it's loud when accelerating. Free candy, kids. That's right. Some bad internals. We'll do a fuel pressure test and hear that awful noise again. Exploding mobs. We're doing a creeper van. The driver of this van ended up in federal prison, and so it went over to the impound, never was picked up, and now we're going to flip it. I guess not flip it, but repair it. It's all acceptable. It's just sad that the biggest problem is deep in the engine. Because that's... we don't have an engine stand yet. I always like doing those on the engine stand. Look at this beauty. Wow. There really should be a free candy livery as mentioned. What's my favorite type of vehicle? Sport, driving, off-roading, street racing, rail crawling. Again, I love it all. I really do love it all. I know that sounds like such a BS answer. IMSA, I really like IMSA. I like, I do like NASCAR. Not as much as before, because in my opinion, NASCAR used to be, and I'm talking not even like back in the 60s, back when it was cars off the dealer floor, even into the 90s, was true grit drivers that weren't afraid to speak their mind. Now they're all kids that have to be groomed to be told what to do by sponsors and stuff, and it kind of, to me, it's kind of ruined the whole thing. But I loved Carl Edwards. I thought he was great. I love Rally. I love the truck. What's the name? Robbie Gordon races in it often. The tough truck, the big trucks that run around they do the big jumps and the ramps and everything. The name of that series is on the tip of my tongue. I love USAC, IndyCar, F1. I really do like it all. I'm not really big on the Formula E. That's not really my thing. It's not that I'm against electric race cars. It's just that I need to hear some power when I'm watching a race car, not the sound of like a vacuum cleaner or something. You know what I mean? Trophy trucks. There we go. I love those. I love watching those. Fantastic. Let's see what's going on in here. Check out the list. I didn't even check that out at all. Lots of part not discovered, which I'm guessing a lot of them are probably rubber bushings. We'll just go ahead and pull them. See what we get. This one looks a little rough, a little worse for the wear. Oh, we got to pull the shock absorber here. Drag racing is fantastic. I love vintage drag racing too. That's a big one for me. I really love the Race of Gentlemen. You guys know about Race of Gentlemen? That's a big one for me as well. Because my Model A that I'm building is traditional, like how they race theirs. Is all traditional Model A racing. How it was raced in the 40s and 50s. Again, what's my dream car? Like I said, I can't really answer. All of them. This would be the best answer. All of them. I love modern cars. I love classic cars. Let's get rid of that inner tire. Oh, we got to get rid of that outer tie rod. Can we do it from all the way over? Nah. I like weird cars. I've always been drawn to weird cars. I've had a rotary RX-7. I've had a Volvo with a slant 5. I've had boxer engine Subarus. I always thought those were cool. Like just anything a little bit weird, a little bit different. Something a little different than like say a Camry. You know, stuff like that. Anything that just piques my interest that day or whatever. You know, that's what I like. And if you see my garage right now, it's all classic cars right now, which it will change. I'm shopping for an FDRX7 right now, so it'll change. It will always change, and that's what keeps life interesting to me. Detach this, and it's not that I'm rich that I can just go buy this stuff. It's that I buy it crappy and make it better. Maybe that's why I'm pretty decent at this game. Because I'm so used to buying crap and then making it better. Double check with that. Rocker arms, it's still not discovering a whole lot here. Steering rack we did find. I'm going to take a second to read your comments. My dream truck, I own it. 1961 Ford F100 unibody short bed. It's my parts truck that I use to haul parts from my shop to the parts store, from the parts store to my shop, and then work on my stuff with. I do like the Mark III Supra. I always thought they were cool. I mean, I love the second gen RX-7. You know, that kind of wedge shape. I always liked it. I thought it was cool. Idling at 2500K, there's some sort of vacuum leak going on. Something going on. If you want to find a vacuum leak, just get some brake clean, the flammable kind of brake clean, or like ether. Spray it all around your vacuum areas, vacuum lines, hoses, all that. And then if you hear the idle pick up even higher, that's where your problem is. And it's either getting a parasitic leak there that you can then take care of. Midnight Rider, riding off before midnight, for me at least. But we loved having you. Thank you, brother. Growing up, my dad had a 1970 Ford Mustang Mach 1 428 Cobra Jet in yellow. Now it's mine, and I can't trust myself to drive it. Well, I'll drive it for you. No problem there. My second channel is called River City. That's got all the car stuff. And face reveal, if you're into that. The real life car stuff. Always liked odd cars like Volkswagens and Isettas. Well, one thing that I've been looking for too, I'm looking for so many cars all the time, is like a Volkswagen Squareback Type 3. I love those things. They're so cool. Sadly hard to find. Mountcastle Garage, you're lucky your wife is so understanding of your projects. I am very lucky there. I think the thing is she's, my wife and I knew each other probably about 20 years before we got married. So she already knew what she was getting into. We were friends probably about 12, 13 years before we started dating. So she already knew. How old am I? I'm old. I'm in my 30s. That makes me old, right? Where did I learn to paint cars? YouTube. No joke. And painted my truck in the garage. And it came out fantastic. Came out really, really good. Just learned off YouTube. I will do that too. I have that 240SX in CMS 2018. And I need to finish that. Oh, Keith, you're right. Yeah, that would cause a low idle. High idle, you want to check probably... did you do a ECU reset? What year did he say that was? It's late. I got backwards on that one in my brain. Robux. Got an RX-7. Cole Green, man, you're awesome. I love that. I really appreciate what you have to say there. This is such a cool, loving, chill. That's why, you know, I don't want a huge channel. I don't want a big channel because we got like this going on, like good vibes, chill, good vibes. You guys aren't giving me a hard time for not working on the truck right now or on the van right now because I'm reading comments. Like there'd be other, get to work. What's my opinion on Saab? I think it's awesome. I think it was a cool company designed by fighter pilots. I don't know if you knew that. You probably did if you're asking about Saab. It was a car company founded by fighter pilots that wanted to make cars that were more exciting for the market that they were in. It's just sad that they didn't last long. I've driven two Saabs. One a convertible, one a hardtop. Thought they were great. I loved the interiors of it. You could tell that they were designed by fighter pilots. They were a very driver-centered type of car. I thought they were cool. Really like them. Not necessarily something I'd want to own just because it's hard to get the parts here. But, you know. Am I going to save the stream? Yeah, I'll probably save the stream. Man, you guys' comments are coming in faster than I can read them. Well, I didn't say I was 32, Groovy. I said I was in my 30s. My opinion on BMW, I love them, but I don't want to own one. I get, an E30 would be a ton of fun. But I've worked on a lot of my friends' BMWs, and ugh. Took a fat wallet to keep those things going. Yeah, you have a Saab 9.3 Aero 2.8T. Those things are awesome. Hang on to that, man. Hang on to that. Those are going to go up in value. The most valuable car I've ever driven. I ever drove. I have to get back to you on that. I have to think about that one. What do you think, throttle position sensor or throttle body getting stuck? Well, the throttle body, you can pull off the air filter and see if the butterfly is open. Throttle position sensor is not a bad idea. I'm sorry if I missed, did you reset the ECU? And by that, I mean, did you take the positive and negative connections off, bridge them together for 30 seconds, hit the brake light because there will still be, or hit the brakes because there will still be some electricity in the system that could keep the ECU from resetting. So you hit the brake pedal, that will initiate the brake lights and drain the whole system out of electricity. Then it will certainly be your ECU reset. Then put it back on the poles of the battery and try again. And that's the proper way to reset an ECU. Some of the oldest Japanese cars you have ever driven. Early, mid 70s 240s. That's about it. I've driven the first gen RX 783. Test drove it, almost bought it, but ended up going with a second gen RX 7. GLX. That was before my Turbo 2, which is aka the JDM Savannah. Oh, you've got two E36s. Those are cool cars, but yeah, pain to work on. And super expensive, yeah. But they're cool. I mean, you can't deny that they're not cool. Oh, I love the 1970 Chevelle. That's an absolute classic body style. I've never Chevy S10. I've worked on a lot of Chevy S10 frames, where a lot of guys will make hot rods. They'll pull a body off of an S10 and make hot rods, or put hot rod bodies on the S10 frames. That's about as close to working on an S10 that I ever have, is just the frames, doing like 2-inch drop spindles and things like that on them. All right, gonna get back on this creeper van. That was fun talking to you guys, though. This is probably gonna be a lot easier to drop this K member to get to, because I think it said rocker arm, rocker arm, rocker arm. So that's gonna be on the top of the engine. Steering rack and part not discovered. So maybe this won't be too invasive. Lower this back down. This is a lot easier than in real life because I have helped. True story. I have helped work on one of these. And you see, let me shut this. You see how much room you have to work with. In real life, there is, can I open this door? There's a what they call a dog house right in here between the two seats where you have to pop that off and do most of your engine work from the inside. You don't really do a whole lot of engine work from the front side on these in real life. That's kind of funny. They said the rockers are bad. Let's find out which ones they are. Oh yeah, we can see it here. That one's definitely in need of repair. Surprising that, oh, we gotta get our WD-40 on there. The push rods aren't in need of repair. I'm not gonna complain. That one I'm gonna pull just because the bolt is rusty. I think these are probably gonna be okay. Let's go ahead and pull them. Let's pull them just to be safe. Get that out of there. And then on to the other side. But not fast forward because you're watching a live stream. You have no choice. That manifold looks shot as well. Maybe that's one of the part not discovered. Oh man, this head looks like it could use some work too. Pull that rocker. This rocker. Let's go ahead and pull this manifold. take a look now. Oh, so it wasn't that. So that manifold is still good in terms. So we just need 4 rocker arms. We already got the steering rack. Curious. Okay, we can take this. Brakes are... Oh, yeah, it just now hit me. I forgot to drain that. I'm still getting used to that from CMS 18. Let's see if that was... Nope, didn't even need to do that. So let's grab those rockers. It said it needed 4 rockers. We'll just slowly work our way. Because I'm not... Let's see. I'm not seeing anything terrible here. Might have to pull the transmission check in there. Said we only needed 4, so I'm going with that. This one's at 50%. Seems a little low. This one's at 45. I think that might be cutting it. We'll see what it says. I'll throw that back on since we didn't need that. Water pump might be it. Let's say we got the rockers. Steering rack, I still have not installed yet. Let's go check that. Oh yeah, it is a little bit messy in here. Do we have to pull the radiator to get to this stuff? If so, I want to drain it. Make sure I do that. Go as to not make a mess. Come on out. I didn't want to come on out. There we go. Now we can pull the fan. That's the internal question. Where's my 10mm socket? Luckily, we're working with a big old 80s American vehicle, which wouldn't have a whole lot of use for those. Pull this alternator just to get it out of the way. Might as well. Yeah, that water pump looks shot. Good call. Get rid of that idler roller. That one looks bad. Get rid of these here. Guess I could have done a detailed inspection. Yeah, that thing was bad. I think somebody was much smarter than me, knew what was going on there. Also, this distributor, no, that looks all right. Let's see what we got on the status. Water pump. Hey, you were right. What's my favorite drag car? I like, again, I could watch drag racing all the time. Funny cars are always cool. Pro mod. Pro mod probably is probably the one I would prefer. Idler roller. We got that. Or at least we found that. Serpentine belt. We found that. Steering. That was already there. Let's see if anything else looks out of place or terrible. Might be something on the suspension in the rear or something in the driveline. Let's just get this done and figure it out. I bet we'll find something here. Yep. Indeed. Should have done this from the beginning. If you guys are wondering what that music is, it's just the stock music from the game. I just have it turned down low enough to be tolerable. It's you can turn it all the way down, but I figured with as much time between actually talking that I'm going to be doing, because I'm trying to save my voice for doing more Car Mechanic Simulator games. At least have something going on in the background, so it's not just dead air. Yeah, too groovy. I agree with you there. That's cool that the loosening up the bolts with some penetrating oil. Although usually the way I handle it is with heat, but because it takes with penetrating oil, you usually have to let it set for hours. I'll just take a torch to it and get the fastener off that way. My preferred way of doing it, but yeah, it's definitely nice having something a little, because again, that's the way it is in real life. You're going to have bolts that fight you. Okay, where was I? Idler roller A. I wanted to take care of that. And the water pump. The steering rack. %. We got a case, that's nice. Always like getting a case. A bonus case. Bonus CR, I'll take it. Open next case. Can we get another bonus case? Bonus case. And bonus whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. But I've got 239 of it. Let's go here. Bonus CR. And over here. Bonus whatever that is. Collect items. I'll take it. And then we needed the serpentine belt. I love this new setup where you can just click on it and buy it. So handy. It'd be really nice if it cleared itself off though. That'd be very handy. Put the serpentine belt on now. As well as the new water pump. They said 45% on this, so I'll put that back. Save them some money, but that's at their request. That's at 47. Get that new belt on for them. 46, that's cutting it close. And then the fan, 62. While we're here and I'm looking at it, let's get these rubber bushings back in. 64%. That's what they call, they're okay with it. Get to the other side here, there we go. Get that in there. Oh, let's build out the top end here. Really want to reuse a filter? I'd put a new filter on there for free. Whatever. All right. Try looking at the starter. I'll check it out. I was going to come in here anyways and check the internals of the gearbox. Pull this drive shaft as well. No, this all looks to be pretty good. Double check. Get all the way down to the flywheel, but it looks fine from here. But just for peace of mind, yeah, this all looks fine. Put that all back together. %, on the gearbox. %, on the starter. We can reattach our drive shaft and see what that's at. 64. I know I can check it when I pull it off, but I'm not. I will grab these rear mufflers. They are shot. Did I not put that steering rack in already? Oh no, because it's accessible from underneath. That's right. There she goes. Get these inner tie rods installed. See what these outers are looking like. 63%, not bad. Certainly within the threshold of what they're looking for. %, 60%. I'm guessing it probably has something to do with the rear suspension. Hopefully nothing to do with the shock assembly, because I don't have. No, that's 60%. 59, 54. ready for our tire on this side. 56. What's up, Znack? I just saw your comment. Was it yesterday? Always kind words from you. You're awesome. 48%. Was that what they wanted? They wanted 45, right? Yeah, 45. So we're good there. Did I go star pattern? I might have. What engine's in it? So let's find out. V8 overhead valve is all it says. 55% on that. It's gotta be something in the back. That looks terrible. That's what they want. Make sure I got my rubber bushing not right there, huh? 47, that's cutting it close. 46. And let's jump over to the other side. Take care of this right here. Oh, only accessible from the engine bay. %. That's one of it. Why did it not show up on the thingamajigger? Oh, probably under here. Exhaust manifold. V8 overhead valve F. I know I could have just made a parts list for it and grabbed it immediately, but I kind of like going the old school way of digging a little bit. B, there it is, F. I thought that thing looked pretty shot. Still not discovered 4 parts. But we did take care of the loud when accelerating. That's something, right? See what we got going on back here. Nothing too out of the ordinary, unless they're talking about this axle housing. Probably more so the rubber bushings, would be my guess. Usually when one's bad, the rest are bad. We had some bad ones up front. We shall see. It's hard to tell sometimes. Because even with the inspection, so you go in here, it doesn't give you everything. It gives you an idea. It doesn't give you everything. have 200 viewers in here at the same time. I think that's the most I've had so far. You guys are amazing. I see you guys talking about going to bed. Go to bed. I'm just up because I'm stoked on this game being out. Finally. Yeah, none of this looks terrible. Let's pull these rubber bushings out and see what they're all about. Oh, come on now. Don't tell me it's something like way internal engine-wise. That'd be a little annoying. Part still not discovered. So pretty much everything we took off back here. I mean, we might as well take it down to the bare minimums here and see what we find. I mean, these shock absorbers look fine. We'll take it down to the knuckles. Might as well. It's nice you like to watch me undo and redo screws. Fasteners in this line of work. Come on now. WD-40. Oh, there's a rim. It's bad. How did I miss that? So as long as everything's above 45%, I mean, I know for sure that rim over there is shot. And again, if you guys are new or coming up, I'm not talking as much as or new to joining tonight. So I've been going for a little while now. Why I'm not talking as much as I typically do is because I'm kind of trying to save my voice. So I'm doing a lot more CMS videos, both 18 and 2021. Just trying to save my voice for those. This is just more of a kind of a chill. Let's hang. Let's talk. I read the chat when I can. I take little breaks here and there, and we'll read the chat. 45%, that's right on the nose. Get this drive axle in here, 60%. That's not too bad. Oh yeah, we better address those rubber bushings before I leave over here. 40%, 47, sorry, percent. There must be something internal. Go ahead and put the tire on. Why not? 53%. $61. Oh, come on now. There we go. Four. That's gonna drive me nuts, ain't it? Will the van even run? We'll take it out on the test track. front wheel sizes are mismatched. Well, I didn't buy. Oh, those wheels are from something else. That's from that Fiesta thingy. I didn't clear my inventory. That's what's up. Okay, things are starting to make a little more sense around here now. So, okay, we need. Well, I guess we need to pull these off to be able to get the tire size. We need to do rim and tire for the passenger side. I gotta say, something wasn't adding up over there. So we can check our inventory now and see what we're working with. Rim 35. Let's go ahead and grab that now. Oh, what size did they want? 16. Still getting used to this UI. 35. I said 16. And we'll check the tire size. 225, 75, 16. Go mount that. Yo, King Nick. Shout out. Shout out to King Nick. Let's balance this thing. What's my favorite import? All of them. I guess if I had a gun to my head, I'd say ARC-7 because I've owned a few. No, I don't want the GW500. What is going on here? Okay. Mount. Standard. Oh, there we go. Oh, there was already... Okay. I think I found a tiny little glitch here. But that's okay. It got a new wheel and tire. That's all that matters. Still, we got 4 things not discovered. It's keeping us from completing. Let's again run some diagnostics. No OBD. 2-port, which is fine. Compression tester. But I already ran these, so you'd think if I ran these tests, I would know. Yeah, everything looks copacetic. Yeah, no, I already ran all these tests, so let's pull off the carburetor. Take a look at that. I mean, it doesn't look bad. No, that's fine. But we'll take it off. Maybe something in the distributor and the rotor. Clip B. So glad that's back. Sarcasm. Pull the rotor out. Pull out the distributor. See what we're working with here. Distributor's bad, but they said they want 45%, so that's all good. No, that's all good. Let's see if we'll go down the track. Test track. No oil. It's good to know. Actually, before I do that, let me check the... First, I'll need to put coolant in it. Snack. Well, snack. I say snack. Did we drain the oil? Well, it said it had no oil in it, so if it... Okay, there we go. It's a 54%. They want to reuse that? Okay, well, that's... I'm not the one paying the bill then. Put oil in it. See if we can take it to the test track. Figure out what those 4 parts are that have stumped me so far. Come on now. This is Pain is here, guys. This is Pain. This is the guy. This is the guy that pretty much all the mods. I just looked over. I saw he's here. I'm so stoked. All the great mods from the videos that you guys like so much from CMS 2018. That's him. That's the guy who made them. Give him some love. Give him a shout out. He has a Patreon. Check it out. Seriously, check it out. Because we need to support these modders, really, and I should do a better job of it too. I should do a better job of giving more credit, because it's pretty amazing what these modders can do. Let's see, clip B, of course, off the alternator. What do you know? Or not alternator, the distributor. I always tend to forget these. There we go. Hey, you want to talk about one of my favorite mods? Probably the Back to the Future DeLorean. This is Pain, as well as pretty much all the other cars you guys have seen. Seriously, give him some love. Check out that Patreon. Brake fluid is missing. We are slowly learning together, aren't we? So, would there be a need to drain it? Who knows, but we're going to do it anyways. Apparently not. Now let's see what that does. Hey, it's gonna let us go to the test track. Oh, this is Pain says you're gonna have fun with mods this time around. Lots of parts with others in the game. Going to get confusing. Well, I'm stoked for that. I'm stoked for that. No, don't lose that blinker fluid. Enough with the blinker fluid. Oh, I didn't even think about spark plugs. You may very well solve this whole... Oh, this thing drives like a tank. Okay, I need to stop. I'm going to stop keyboard catting this and go controller here. Thing is, does not handle well. It handles like you would expect, I suppose. There we go around the tight corner. There we go. See if it stops. They did. Are we now going to find out what our missing pieces are? Everything's above 45. Okay, I'm confused. I'm going to take a look at them spark plugs. But would they, Payne, would they give this as a job if I don't have that unlocked yet? Be my, well, I mean, you would know. Jeez. Why would I question you? I'll pull the plugs just in case. Because that's one thing I have not tried. Payne, by the way, I'm honored that you're even in this live stream. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Spark plugs all meet above 45% of what they're asking. We're going to have to just rip this thing down to the bones. The internals of the engine are good. We found that out by all the testing that we've done. I mean, I highly doubt we found a glitch in the story. Well, this isn't a story vehicle, by the way. So that's... Something about the creeper van. It really just hangs you up, right? This is a head scratcher. 4 not discovered. There is a sandbox mode, Angry Monkey. There is. Well, yeah, I know fix the parts that aren't yellow, but even the... Pull off the license plate and see what they're about. Maybe it's the bumper. Maybe it's maybe it's body stuff. But wouldn't it be under a different... We'll find out. I think you guys might be... You might be onto something. Because this stuff does look pretty crappy. Nope, still not discovered. And that is at 25%. Well, you'd think that would be okay. Maybe that is 46%, 25, 38, 45. I pulled apart the transmission. Everything in there was copacetic. Did the brake servo. Pull the battery out. Fuse box. Oh, maybe it could... No, that would have come across on the multimeter. Which didn't... I don't believe came... Let's run another multimeter test. Might as well. Yeah, everything there is above 45. Yeah, that's okay. How's our battery? 61. I am going to replace that fender though. The bolt cargo. Oh, there it is right there. That's 36%, which would be below what they're looking for. Still not giving me anything there. Apparently not worried about the body. You know what? Could very well be the pane. You're probably right. The bushings. I didn't pull those out. Take a gander at those. Fuel pump's good. We checked the fuel pump on the fuel pump diagnostic, or the fuel system diagnostic. You'll get those sneaky bearings that'll be bad, but you won't notice until the very end. Let's see how we're looking here. Wheel hub bearing, 49%, which would be what they're happy with. The threshold is 45% and above. Stick that back on there, but we're not going to put the wheel on just yet. It's got to be hiding somewhere around here. Double check all the rubber bushings, all that stuff. Again, we got good looking brake pads. Wheel hub bearing comes off. That's 53%, which is okay. But we're not going to put the wheel on just yet. How are these tie rod ends looking down here? So far, so good. This K member, I think we checked it out on the inspection. It's fine. Maybe we could look at this upper control arm here. But I believe I pulled this apart. Yeah, the new examine mode pane, it's pretty awesome. I dig it. 48, which again, they want 45 and above. That's okay. Check the bushings back here. What's surprising is it's 4 pieces that I still haven't been able to find. This one's a good little challenge. Oh yeah, so these have the solid drive axle, so they won't have the bushing, will they? Or do they? Oh, it's been a while. Go ahead and pull that off. No, they don't. I know they don't. They just have 4 bolts. Yeah. Yep, and then there's that. I mean, it could be the leaf spring. Let's go ahead and pull that stuff. Leaf spring, axle housing, plates, U-bolts. Might as well be thorough. It can't be much more than this. Crank pulley. Somebody says crank pulley. Fuel pump came out just fine on the test. These spring plates are always kind of a, you never know. Get this leaf spring out of here. Wonder about this axle housing too. That did show up pretty dark. And I did not pull that to begin with, which might have just been me not doing my due diligence. Oh, come on now. Let's get that rubber bushing. There we go. At least we're gaining XP, right? There's always a bright side to all this. Trying to get to that level 10. Opens up quite a bit for us. Yeah, pain. That's a good point too. Look for what's still white. We're just going to pull all this apart. It's got to be something back here. It's got to be, I would think. Because there is some stuff that's... If anything, we're going to figure it out by process of elimination, that's for sure. I thought this creeper van was just going to be kind of a quick deal. You know, and that's the way it is sometimes in real life with car mechanic, with being a mechanic. You think a quick job, that's actually more often than not what you think is a quick job. Yeah, it turns into far more than that. So I would say that's accurate. There you go. Pull that wheel hub. Come on now. Get this knuckle housing out. And then can we pull the... There we go. So that's completely disassembled. Just to make sure, guys, I'm going to pull the fuel pump. Check inventory. Fuel pump's at 60. Good to go there. Put that back in. Check our inventory. 45% on the axle. How are they gonna... No, still part not discovered. Pulled all that apart. So the white, we know that the... So we can check the catalytic converters. The block, or the heads. Yeah, it's got to be something up here. Gotta be. That radiator looks... But that radiator came back okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm really wondering about the catalytic converters now. I mean, Payne's got the right idea. He knows. I mean, it makes sense. Check all the white stuff that you weren't able to examine, but I'm just wondering how close we are on the 45% threshold on some of the stuff that's orange. You know what I mean? So it might as well check the orange stuff too. Never hurts. And this rear end's pretty simple anyway. Again, process of elimination sometimes is the best way to go about it. We've tried every other avenue. You know that back here is 100% good to go. Peace of mind. No shame in taking the long road, right? %, right on the edge. 46%. 49. 45, right on the mark. Get these bushings in. There we go. Oil pan has been replaced. Or maybe not. I'll check it. I'll check it. Take the oil pan off. Okay. I'll do it. Fine with that. Oh, the 4 rod caps. I didn't even think about that. Let's get this drive shaft in. There we go. Gotta take a look. Be such a relief if you guys are right. And what do we have here? Ooh, we do have some interesting looking bolts here. Fasteners, I should say. Nothing looks terrible. But I will pull them. Pull anyone with like a rusty bolt. We might as well pull everything while we're in here. Yeah, let's just take it all out. I mean, even though it looks good, just take it for the just to know. That rod looks pretty suspicious right there. That could be bad. But that would have come up on the compression test, I would have thought. 46, 46, 46. The oil pan itself is bad. So there's that. You got early access to this pane? Man, I didn't. I tried. I wrote them and they just did not respond. Well, man. So it's overhead valve. So you guys are suggesting a camshaft, so that'll be a center camshaft. Pull all this back off. Again, I thought this, you know, that's what you get. Car mechanic simulating. Think you got a quick job on your hands, and then what do you know? Oh, yeah. Still getting used to. Still getting used to this. Having to drain everything. Got a good looking timing chain. Cam gear. Cam shaft. Okay, let's take a look at that camshaft, and it is good. This one has got me good. Yeah, rocker arms are replaced. There was 4 of them that were bad. These catalytic converters look good, but I'll pull them because they are white. Yep, they're fine. Yeah, I might have to tear down the whole motor. I want to double check the fuse box. There, the air filter box. I think that was white too. No, that was the windshield washer reservoir. And it is okay. We're looking okay on the module and the pump for ABS. Yep, let's just tear into the motor. What do we gotta lose? We're still gaining XP. I mean, that's something. It's just this, man. Impressive. Those clips are so tricky sometimes. Pull off the fuel filter, might as well. Intake manifold. Because we got these rockers earlier, and they were okay. Or we replaced 4 of them. I remember that. This time we don't have the luxury of fast forward. You're gonna have to sit here. Somebody says headlights. Fuel pump has been checked and good to go. Partially wondering if maybe there's some push rods that were damaged. 47 there. Yeah, none of those were too bad. Go ahead and pull this manifold. Those look pretty good. But we'll take another look. There was one that was a little suspect underneath. We'll see which one that one was. We'll pull it and take a look. Yeah, and I know these rockers look a little rough, but they passed the test on the 45% earlier. That one was right at 45%. Pull these push rods, see if maybe we get something out of there. 47%. 5%, there's one. 63. 26, there's another. 48. 25, there's another. 24, and I think that is the end all of our issues. Indeed it is. And with guys, that being said, I'm going to take a bio break. I'll be right back. Thomas St. Clair. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Farewell to Sir Payne indeed. Guys, seriously, check out his stuff and his Patreon. Okay, so we know we need 4 push rods. What a relief. I keep going over the computer even though now I have my tablet. It was just habit because for hours and hours I didn't. So we have, oh, different push rods. What do we have in our inventory? V8 overhead valve F. I see. V8 overhead valve F. We'll grab 4. Yeah, Flying Pickles. First off, your username is awesome, and this chat is awesome. You guys are fantastic. This is so chill. That's what I love about the size of this channel, and the way it is. It's fantastic. Because you don't get all the haters in here the whole time just spamming up the chat. Okay. Now, we know what we're doing here. If anyone's just coming back, it was the push rods. Luckily, we didn't have to get in and like just go super deep into the engine. Although we almost got there. We're pretty much almost there. Now we can get these rockers. One cool thing about this game, you don't have to set valve lash. For anybody who's ever done that, raise your hand. Setting valve lash on new set of rockers and lifter springs. Oh man. Another reason why rotary engines are fantastic. So long as they have strong apex seals, right? What's my thoughts on CMS 21 so far? I love it. I do love it. There's especially the ability to add, oh, that's not what I meant to do. To add, like the way that the new shopping cart system works, and to have your parts list and be able to immediately just click on that. It's fantastic. Definitely an improvement. The graphics are great too. I love it's much more of an open feel. It's not as much enclosed kind of a, it's cool being able to go outside and see, what was that at 45%, 48%, 47%, cutting it close, 47%. And then we can put our rockers back in. Yeah, when you have a bad camshaft, or if you get a camshaft that's mislabeled. I had that happen one time. They engraved the wrong lift and lobe on the camshaft and was trying to tune an engine with the wrong. They sent me the wrong camshaft. Actually ended up bending. Wait, how was that? Let me check. Make sure that was copacetic. Actually ended up bending a couple push rods in real life. That was at 45%. That's right at the threshold. Okay, that's what they want, so we're going to go with it. Monty Naylor, you're awesome too. Just because you're spreading love and positivity, just like I like to do. Love and positivity, peace and love. You're doing the same. You're just as awesome, and it's truly appreciated, and your presence here is truly appreciated. Thank you for that. Therefore, you are awesome. Okay, we can get this manifold back on, get our distributor system working again, get our spark plugs back in. And then I think this thing will be ready to go give out free candy. Flying pickles, I know how that is, man. Sometimes when you see that on like a Craigslist listing, like, oh, engine just rebuilt. Haven't run it yet. That makes me more nervous than high miles. You never know who's in there doing God knows what. Oftentimes a rebuilt engine meant Cletus's half cousin out in the sticks threw a bunch of stuff that he had laying in his extra parts pile into the engine, got some sort of compression and called it rebuilt. Not saying every time, but I've seen it. I'm sure you have too. Oh, pulleys. Oh god, yeah, the whole front end. Thank you. Camshaft even. How far are we gonna get without a camshaft? That must mean it's getting late for me if I'm forgetting this stuff. Or maybe just another day for me. Look at how close we're getting up to leveling up just from this creeper van. Will we make it? It's pretty far. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe. 46% on that. Sheesh. Yes, CMS 21 is good. What time is it for me? It's 1:12 a.m. Yes, the clips. Thank you. God, you guys are the best. I should do live more often. I wouldn't run into so many issues. Okay. Yep. What do you know? Clips are missing. Thank you. I owe you. Oil in it? Have I done that yet? No. Oh, yeah. Well, that would help. Oh yeah, we still gotta put these rod caps and stuff back on. That rod cap. Guys, this chat is so chill. I have to thank you guys so much for that. That way I don't have to worry about moderators or anything. And that's all because of you guys. Much appreciated. You decent human beings. Sad that it seems like that's hard to come by these days sometimes, but props to you guys. Every single one of you have been freaking awesome. Okay, let's put oil in it now. Now the filter has been replaced a long time ago. Okay, there we go. How are we looking? Oh my god. I did not realize how much of an issue this creeper van was going to end up being. But I kind of want to drive it now. Well, we did drive it through the... Oh, yeah. It probably needs a tire over here. Wheel tire set. We drove it on the test track, and it drove like a big old turd. Has to be expected. Should we take it to the racetrack? What's your least favorite job to do on a car in real life? Brakes. I don't mind replacing brake pads, replacing calipers and brake parts, because going through the whole brake bleeding process, or possibly AC work, going through depressurize, or getting rid of the refrigerant, then going through drying or pulling a vacuum on the system and holding that, and then going through and putting it back in. Just, I don't know, there's something about it that just gets not crazy about that. Brake bleeding and AC work. I like working on the engine stuff, like the things that make it go stuff. Okay, let's take this big old thing. Let's take it somewhere. Is it good to go? I think it is. We'll find out. The wiring behind the dash, to me that's therapeutic, because I put on, okay, so like when I work on cars, because I own my own restoration shop for classic cars, so I kind of, it's not like I have somebody watching over me or whatever, but I put on noise canceling headphones that play podcasts, and for me the wiring is therapeutic, because then I can sit and listen to podcasts while I go through the mundane thing of wiring. It works for some people. Some people like some people like math, some people like science. For me, I'm okay with the wiring, because like I said earlier in the chat, that one of the cars that I'm building right now is a 1962 Ford F100 pickup going on to a 2008 Ford Police Interceptor frame and running gear with all of the electronics of the 2008. So I've got to make all the electronics of the 2008 work with the electronics of the 1962 and make it all look seamless, and the dash look like it's original from 1962 and the truck. So it looks like a 1962, drives like a 2008, and all the wiring that's involved in making that work and hiding that wiring and stuff, I find it very therapeutic. I love it. I absolutely love it. But some people hate wiring, but for me, I like the problem solving aspect of it. I think it's very fun. And then I get done with that in the garage, and I come in here and I start playing with this game. it's kind of, what did we just do? We just went through an hour and a half of problem solving. It's the same. I just love the problem solving aspect of any of this car stuff. That's just can't get enough of it. Okay, let's drive the car. Cannot. Fluid missing. Check reservoirs. Okay. We got something missing. At least we're getting close. Was it coolant? No, we did coolant. No, don't pull the radiator. Okay, there we go. Maybe that was what was missing. Okay, we do have washer fluid, and we do have power steering fluid. Maybe that was it. Oh, yep, it's gonna let us go to the racetrack. Let's go to the racetrack. You know what? I'm sad that there's no abandoned airport. I just now realized that. I'm already this far into this far into 2021. This thing sounds terrible. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. This does still need alignment, feels like. Bounce it off the limiter. That's one thing I'm kind of surprised that they didn't address is the sounds. That was always kind of one of the biggest complaints was the engine sounds weren't very realistic. I mean, they're not horrible, but yeah, this thing needs an alignment, which I'm looking forward to because in this game, we get the opportunity to open up like a little alignment type mini game. Oh! Yeah, this thing handles like a brick. I'm not going to be setting any records in the speedway today. Yeah, it wants to wander off to the left. We got up just to 80 there. Saved it. This is the first time I've done this whole track. Thing drives like an ox cart. Oh, we could wash it. I forgot about that. We could have washed it. This is a long track. I've never gone the full length of the track before. – 2 minutes, 22 seconds. There we go. There's the beginning of the track. Alright, well there's that. Let's go wash this thing and see if it clean. If we can polish this turd at all. Move you to yeah. Clean that. Clean that. Doesn't look like it costs me any money. That's interesting. Yeah. Still looks about the same. But the job is done. Double check everything is copacetic and we're good to go. Yes. Finish order on the creeper van. Oh, front license plate. We need a front license. Hey guys, let's pick a state. What do you got? State or territory or whatever. We got Albania. We got countries, states, territories. Colorado. I was just in Fort Smith, Colorado, not that long ago. Georgia, the country, I like it. Let's see if we got it. Looks like that's it. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Oh, this had Denmark on the back. There we go. All right. This thing is done and done. And out the door. We are done with the creeper van. Iowa. Potato Man, Iowa. Something about Iowa. Still wonder what the school bus is all about. It's interesting that they've got gasoline stored next to, I guess that'd be C25 for a welder. Next to propane, butane for butane torch. That would not meet OSHA approval. I would not think. I'm going to save game right there and just kind of chill, guys. I think that's going to be the last car, and I'm going to kind of start winding things down, but I'm going to check out the chat and hang out with you guys as long as you want to hang out. That's a good point. Getting your car back with a different license plate after you took it to the mechanic. Like, what the... Especially on a creeper van. Like, what happened here? Yeah, I doubt OSHA is going to come out to the middle of the desert. Like, what's going on out here? Like, to set up a hot rod shop or a mechanic shop, it's going to end up being a hot rod shop. Again, they go flying through here. Historic Route 66 auto repair. Dakota, that's the point. It's a chill thing. If you fall asleep, you fall asleep. You bought an FB RX-7? No, hang on to that. You didn't make a bad choice. Unless, I mean, I don't know, is the thing completely gone? Mario, good night, brother. Appreciate you being here. Route 66, so my wife and I, when we got married, we eloped. We didn't go get married, no fancy church or nothing like that. We eloped. We went down Route 66. We ended up in the desert in Arizona and got married there. In a town called Sedona. Sedona, Arizona. Raise your hand if you're familiar with it. But just off of Route 66. It's kind of our style. You sound very Midwest. Are you from Illinois, Indiana? I'm from Texas. Texas, the state. But I went to college for broadcast technology, where they teach you how to get rid of your accent and to talk without an accent. which is pretty much the Midwest way. So if you're wondering where the broadcast voice comes from, they teach it to you in broadcasting school. Caleb Wright, you want to shout out? Shout out to Caleb Wright. What car do you have? How has the van been? The van's gone. The van finally got fixed and is down the road. You saved up $75,000. Saved up to buy dream cars. Hey, that's good money right there. What cars do you have in real life? I talked about that a little bit earlier. How was my day? Fantastic, Dominic. Thank you for asking. Right now, I'm on a classic car kick. I buy a lot of projects. I think I said earlier. I don't want to bore people that have already heard it, but I've got some old cars right now that I'm working on. If you're interested, just look up River City on YouTube. Working on a 31 Model A Coupe. 61 Ford F100 unibody short bed pickup, 62 Ford F100 short bed unibody pickup, 66 Mustang convertible. And then I've got a couple of Crown Victorias I like to take the bodies off of those and put old car bodies on top of them. My daily driver is a Honda Element. And my shop truck is a 61 Ford F100 that I drive half and half between that and the Honda Element. The reason I drive a Honda Element, because I don't have to worry about it. It doesn't break. So that way, I'm not in the garage working on my daily car. I get to be in the garage working on my fun cars. Hang on to that 99 Ranger. They're going up in value. Your dream car is a 1970 Monte Carlo. It's a great car. Gorgeous car, really. What's your other challenge? You mean my other channel? It's River City. Just look up River City on YouTube, and that's all my real life cars that I'm working on. And they're all classics right now. Sometimes I work on JDM stuff. Sometimes I work on modern stuff. Sometimes I work on classic cars. Right now I'm in a classic car kick. And right now I'm building one for a customer, 1962 Ford pickup on a 2008 Crown Vic Police Interceptor frame. 71 F250. It's a good truck. I get a lot of questions. I brand loyal. Right now, all my garage is full of Fords. No, Mazda, Ford, Chevrolet, whatever. I don't care. I love them all. I just lately preferred in real life working on Fords. Next year it could be Volvos. Who knows? It could be anything. It's just my brain doesn't work in one certain way. It's very random. It likes to work randomly. I do play Wreckfest, Caleb. I've got a whole series of Wreckfest on my channel here. Well, Jacob, you get there. Once you start buying cars, if you're really into cars, it's not going to stop, and you're going to find bigger and bigger garages and places. If you're anything like me, like little holes to start putting your projects into. Night, Caden. Appreciate you being here. Guys, this is such a chill chat. This is so cool. I want to do this more often. I really do. With how cool and how chill this was. You don't get this a lot. Especially on the bigger channels. You get this, you know, the trolls and whatnot. I don't even have a moderator. I don't even have to worry about it because you guys are so cool. Yeah, there's definitely an addiction with buying cars. Well, thank you for staying up till 2 a.m. for me. I truly appreciate it. You know, there's a lot of people that say my voice puts them to sleep, so you fought through it, man. You earned it. You earned this one. You didn't fall asleep. Modern day dream car? Yeah, it's FD RX-7. I guess that's modern day, 93 to 95. I mean, to me, there hasn't been a Japanese car that's got me more excited than an FDRX7. Because I don't know if you watch my FCRX7 CMS18 video, I had an FCRX. I've had 2 FCRX7s. I loved them to death. Always wanted the FD. Never could afford it. Still can't afford it. But I'm still shopping around. If the right price comes up, I'll grab one. Thanks, Adam. Thank you for digging the chill stream, man. You love my content. I love your comments. Love all around. That's all that matters. Nicholas, you enjoy that drive, brother. Peter, man, sorry, we're just kind of like winding things down just with a chill chat and chill hangout in the chat right now. We just did a couple of cars and we're just kind of winding it down. But I'm gonna leave the the video up, so if you want to check it out, you can. Thomas St. Clair really is going on about this blinker fluid. Ezra, get that thing going. Yeah, start putting up content. I'll watch. For sure. Let me know and I'll subscribe. Shoot me a message when you get it going. I'll be subscribed for sure. How much am I looking to spend on an FD? I'd be capped out probably about 28 grand. If you can find a nice one, left-hand drive. I don't want a right-hand drive. I've driven plenty of right-hand drive cars, and I just don't want to live with that. It's just it's kind of fun for a little bit, and then no. One more car. It's like an encore. Yes, one more car. One more. Blinker fluid. Well, I'm picking on the FD I want. White. It's got to be white. Yeah, I got Instagram, River City, and it's about the cars, the real life, in real life cars, and nothing about the gaming. This is all. The whole gaming thing is more of kind of a way for me to relax from the working in the garage all day on my real cars. All right, let's do one more car. Because that van was frustrating. Let's get something that's a little more... Man. I don't know if I'm going to stay off the story for a little bit. Oh, that's kind of cool. Because that's like an old school Civic. Oh, AE86. All right, what are we doing here? Let's vote. The Tamago? Takumi? Jeez, these are some weird names they came up with. I'm really digging this. I'm really digging this one. The AE86. You guys cool? We go with the AE86? I mean, obviously that's what they based it off of. Sloppy steering. Suspension clunks and rattles. Transmission not responsive. You guys down with this one? Yeah, let's do it. Looking like you guys are down with this. Ugh. That's puke color. Oh man, I dug the panda color. Ugh. It's left-hand drive, which is interesting. Okay. Not bad. Just hate the color. I really wish we had the paint booth. All right, let's get the thing in there for work. Good, good. That's a gross color. Love this car, though. Love what this car is based off of, I should say. All right, let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. Sloppy car sealing, parts not discovered. Okay, so we've got no... This is going to be fun. This is kind of cool. 35 grand on an FD. It would have to be under 100,000 miles. And then, yeah, I'd bump it up to 35 grand. For a white FD. With the spoiler, the R1, R2, or Grand Touring. Any of those, really. R2, it's going to be a little hard to find, but yeah. Grand Touring, white with the black interior. Man, if you could find me that car, I could go 35 grand. But yeah, this thing is gross. But colored gross. But we'll get it fixed up. There's an OBD2 port on this. Are you serious? Yeah, remove the body. No, you're done. I agree. Okay, so everything there is good. Compression test. Not bad. Fuel pressure. This car really isn't. Are you talking about that $20,000 FD that's the yellow that's been pulled apart? If so, I've seen that one. That needs to be put back together. Okay, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was somebody's trying to hook me up with an FD, which I've been shopping for lately. I didn't see what the results were on the multimeter. Oh, are you talking about the blue one? Okay, yeah, so that's all good. The blue one with the big old wing. Because I know about that car too. Jacob, you gotta be teasing me. You found a white FD in a scrapyard in Victoria, Australia. You gotta be kidding me with that. Are you talking about the black FD that just sold on eBay 2 days ago in Polk City, Iowa? Nicholas, dude, I've been watching every FD that's been for sale for the last year. Like, I've been hardcore watching. But if you found one that I missed, man. Okay, so where were we? I'm getting so excited talking about FDs. So, part not discovered, not discovered. Okay, we'll do our little... what are we doing here? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. If you want to send me the link, just go to my, like, my YouTube about page. My email's right there. Posted 3 days ago. Yeah, I probably missed that one then. Because I haven't checked within the last couple days. $20,000 FD. I'll give you a cut of the commission, finder's fee if I buy it. No, don't copy and paste. Don't let anybody else buy it before I get. I'm just kidding. Ferris, so far, so good. I'm really digging it. Oh, we found one thing bad. Is that right there, the thingamajigger, what you call it? Back here to the suspension. Pretty easy way to up your XP just by inspecting everything. I mean, it takes time, but it works. Okay. So we know we're gonna need some suspension work. Yeah, I'm on Instagram, River City. So yeah, there it is. The front end link. Sway bar, front end link. Okay, the transmission's definitely in rough shape. I'm going to grab this front end link while we're here. There's something keeping us from that happening. Guess we got to get the tire off first. There we go. That's something that's changed between 2018 and 2021 is taking the tire off to get some of this stuff. At least I believe. I don't recall ever having to do that. Which I think is cool. It makes sense. You really would. Yeah, everything over here looks pretty decent actually. Except for that transmission looks terrible. Nice, we can access it started from below. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. This is a long transmission for a 4-cylinder. Let's go ahead and check. Well, no, everything here looks good. That transmission's bad. Oh, let me check. 90 results for River City. River City Speed. My apologies. River _ City _ Speed. Profile picture of a star with a blue background. 'Twould be me. So if any of you guys want to see my real life cars that I'm working on, they're there. Not all of them, because I bought a few since then. Yeah, I don't have, I'm looking at it now. I don't really have any pictures of my Model A. My 62. Oh, there's a few. There's a few. I haven't uploaded in a while. I should update that. Okay. Need to make sure my parts list is cleared. Or my shopping list. Yeah, it's clear. All right, here we go. I've got the message. Interesting. Looking at the car. I'm gonna have to save this one. Oh, there's an A86 in the background. Did you see that? That's the thing. I'm looking for more of a stock FD, but I don't mind. It's really hard to find a stock FD anymore. So converting it back to stock, I'm fine with that. So I might look into that. Yes, thank you. Thank you for sending. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into that. For sure. So spring U-bolt. Well, now we see it all up here. So might as well mark it now that we see it. Part not discovered. But thank you. Thank you for looking for an FD. I do appreciate it. Might as well get these parts in. That is definitely an odd color choice. So we're missing one part not discovered. Hopefully this doesn't turn into a wild goose chase like it did with the creeper van. Kind of getting a look at these rubber bushings. You never know. Those can be the one thing that keeps you from... Now those all look pretty good. What about our brake pads? That's stuff that wears pretty quickly. We're good there and there. I'll pop these off, take a look at our bearings. Jump over to the other side. Nope, those look good. Good shape. Left shock cap. Oh, let me check that out. Oh, I see it now. Sad thing is, I don't have the spring puller thing. Yep, sure enough. I don't think I do. Do I? Isn't that... Oh, no, I do. It's right here. How about that? Good looking out. Much appreciated. That's it right there. How about that? You guys are the best. Later, Caleb. Thanks for tuning in. You know how long it would have taken me to figure that out had you not posted that? I keep going over here even though I have the creature of habit. All good to go, but will it drift? Curious. Take out a customer's car, especially when they bought one in such a disgusting color. It's like diarrhea. It's like, oh god. Even worse than diarrhea. It's like guacamole diarrhea brown something bad. Not good. Double check the fluids here, make sure everything's good to go. And that's up. Get down here, come on now. Yeah, we're good to go. Alright. Gotta test the car out, right? Oh wait, did we put the drive line back in? Let me double check that. Yeah, we got that in. Up. Need a starter. That would help. Should be good there. That just shows, I mean, I've been up since 7 a.m. when this thing dropped. That's why. Excuse me there, please. Because it is now 2 in the morning where I am located. Move you. That's my only excuse. That's all I got. Alright, let us try. I just want a big open spot. I mean, I guess racetrack. Yeah, we'll go there. The speed track is just an airport runway. It is slow. It is very slow. These camera controls are very touchy too. Yeah, this is not the 886 we all know and love. Oh yeah, there's no drifting that. There's just not enough power to follow through on it. Okay, so I do look forward to building one of these up in-game with all performance parts and doing it justice. But for now, that one just has to go back to the owner. It's a disgusting color. It's very slow. But we will do it justice when we build one up right. Okay, so let's double check everything's good to go. Check. 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 Done and gone. Beautiful. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to chill out for a little bit. Go back in the garage. Hang out with you guys while you sign off. Achievement. Good tip. Achievement unlocked. Good tip. That should go to you guys for the good tips that you've given me through this whole stream. It's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed this. I think we should do this more often. Especially through the grinding part of it all. This has made the grinding a lot more fun. Especially for late night chill. Yeah, I'm not too sad to see that car take off. Later, Toodles, Toodle. It's too late for me to figure out what that. Ace, I'm not sure. I haven't got that far yet. I don't have TikTok. I did for a while, and then I found myself wasting too much time on it and got rid of it. Yeah, that thing was disgusting. Yeah, Potato Man, we gotta do. Man, you've been here for like the pretty much the whole, haven't you? Same with you, Robux. Long haulers. Nicholas, yeah, I'm not looking. That's the thing is, I should have told you. I'm not looking for a modified FD. I'm looking just for like a stock FD. So that way, I just kind of want to preserve this. I might, do a slight lowering on it, but that's about as far as I go. Because I think, excuse me, tired. I think they are beautiful cars as they are. But thank you for looking, man. Dude, hit me up if you find any more, because I didn't even know about that one for sale. Yeah, Flying Pickles, thank you so much for tuning in, man. A long hauler too. You were here for a long time. I'll definitely I'll throw up the claw and let you know when I'm going again, through the messaging thing or whatever. Thomas, goodbye, matocaster. Goodbye, Thomas. Can I please have some words of encouragement? I'm not really in the best mental state right now. Also, more blinker fluid. Well, you know what? The way it works is you find the little things that just kind of amaze you, and you focus in on. You kind of just zoom in on that one thing. It's like, wow, what is it that I find so amazing about that one thing? It could be something as simple as like a friggin' flower, or something that just. What is it? And you sit there and you focus on it and you find out what it tickles in your brain that makes it that way. There are several things around you right now that could do that right now. And you focus in on that. You tickle that little part of your brain. You're going to feel better. You will. I do it. Also, meditation works too. There's plenty of things on YouTube that help with that. Just the deep breathing, meditation. I'm a positive guy. In a world gone mad. And sometimes, yeah, it takes a little work to keep positive, but once you find that way of being able to do that, it's a gift, that's for sure. Because we only live once. Life's too short to get too worked up about too much of anything else, and you want to enjoy the ride, right? I do. And so far I am. Best of luck to you, though, Thomas. Thinking about you. Reach out to me if you need anything, okay? Make sure you do that. Just go to the About page on Matocaster. And if you need to talk, let's talk. Not a problem. Anytime. Although maybe not in about a half hour, because I'm going to be passed out. Nicholas, not looking for a Supra. Sorry. I love them. I do love them. It's just never been a car that I've really wanted to own. Like, the 2JZ is amazing and everything, but I don't know. The RX-7 has always been the thing for me. Thomas, you have a good one. Thank you so much. Enjoy the Wreckfest videos. I need to make more of them. I do enjoy that game quite a bit. Robux says, but before you go, you're the best entertainment when I'm bored or down, like my entire engine fire with my Nova. I will always remember to watch your vids. Well, I appreciate it. You know, I blew out the, when I was building my F100, I blew out the whole air conditioning system when I was trying to charge it, and pretty much wasted about $1,400 just up in the air, gone. I blew out the compressor, I blew out the condenser, I blew out the, what else? 3 of the hoses. It wasn't necessarily my fault. It was a bad crimp by the company, but they wouldn't own up to it. And that's the thing. You got to say, hey, at least I'm here doing something I like, even if it's hurting me. At least I'm doing something that keeps a smile on my face, you know? It is what it is. You can't take it with you anyway. Well, guys, I gotta say, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I really, really did. But I think it is time to head out. It's 2:14 my time. And I got a kid that's gonna wake up in a matter of hours. And I gotta be dad for the next 12 hours. So, and then find some time to fit in some more CMS 2021. We're at level 9 now, getting close to that level 10 to be able to unlock some pretty cool stuff. Aaron says, thanks for live streaming. Should do this more often. Background noise is perfect for me to fall asleep to. Calm wrenching is a symphony to me. That is the same thing for me, and that's the whole point of this. Just a relaxing chill, especially late night. Just chill out. Relax. Guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much. I'm going to leave this live stream up. This was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. So it's staying up. If you want to revisit it, revisit it. Man, what are we going on now? 3 hours, 40 minutes. That's a good one, guys. I look forward to doing this again. Sooner than later. Guys, thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next.